morning.
Here we go. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Welcome to EXTOL Unfiltered, caffeinated by our friends at NWSB. In fact, Jason Applegate, co-owner of EXTOL, once again wearing one of my shirts, I think is working on a golf course today.
Yeah, I think he's got
with
a golf
our friends
scramble
at NWSB.
Good for him. Good for him.
I mean, somebody
a little jealous, but good for him.
He drew the short stick, right?
Yeah,
Do we call that the
work.
short stick? I don't know if we do.
Pun intended.
Pun
Golf stick.
intended.
There you go.
Then before we dive into the weekend and all things Southern Indiana, we always want to remind people we love to hear from them.
For sure. Yeah. Leave a message in the comments, or again, this is your show that you can help guide the conversation whenever you want. Ask questions about anything here in Southern Indiana and beyond on EXTOL Unfiltered. And again, in the comments, let us know where you're watching from as well. Love to see a lot of the regular names that pop in and the new names as well.
That's always fun. But speaking of where people are coming from, can we talk weather?
Oh, yeah, sure. It's just going to be more of the same here for us. If you love the weekend,
more of the same.
We've got more of that.
What does that look like?
So we're talking about the heat and humidity continuing across the area, upper 80s, low 90s. Today we're looking at 92, that afternoon high. Just the slightest chance of an afternoon brief cooling shower, but most areas are going to be staying dry today. And then we're going to ramp up the rain chances a little bit tomorrow, about a 30% chance. What's going to happen is a front will move closer to the region. That will help spark some spotty showers and thunderstorms for Tuesday and into Wednesday. So hovering around 90 degrees, may feel like near 100 though with the high humidity. And then once we get past Thursday, should be a bit drier, but still can't rule out maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm here or there. And do want to remind you, as always, you can head to extolmag.com/weather, and that's where you're going to find the interactive radar. And when you go down there, there actually was a little pop-up shower this morning just south of Taylorsville and just off to the southwest of Taylorsville Lake. So that is the one lone little guy out there this morning. And as we take a live look outside as well, Angie, you can see it is full force August sunshine here as we're approaching mid-August already here on this August 11th.
So this morning, because we live in the city of New Albany, but our property backs up to the county. And so just based on the nature of where we live, and I love it because I grew up in the country in rural Michigan, we had Mama and her two fawns.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I think there were three fawns, but I only saw two today, so I'm hopeful. The other one was around the corner. And then a menagerie of wild turkeys.
That's
menagerie.
Awesome.
In fact, I mean, I did not have time to upload that into our content, but I just
in the backyard.
I mean, I'm showing Ben right now, like this is in the front yard because we live up a hill. I mean, they're going crazy. I wish I could show you all this, but they were going crazy. I mean, I was driving my daughter Olive to school, and I mean, we just had to stop.
You're on Nature Channel this morning.
I mean, it's that always makes me happy.
Like the other day, I was just sitting on the back deck, and I watched this butterfly take off from the ground, and for like 5 minutes, float around the entire backyard, and it just took me out of. In the present, just watching nature.
Well, you're surrounded in Borden, and that's, I mean, I grew up like that, where, I mean, I love our neighbors. You couldn't see our neighbors.
Right.
That kind of rural, which I love. Well, yesterday I saw a hummingbird kept coming back. And so are they looking for water? I know there's like some people who say make the sugar water. Some people who say don't do that.
Yeah.
But
so you do 3 cups of sugar to 1 cup of sugar to I think 4 cups of water, but they say don't put the dye in it.
And that's okay. Yeah. The dye is the part that you don't want to put in.
We've got about 4 that come around and they buzz each other. It's always fun to watch them.
Well, Ben, and again, before we get into some weekend talk and also some viewer comments, I saw this and I reached out to you and I said, can we please talk about this?
Oh, the armadillos.
What is happening? And where can I find one?
I always heard reports in Kentucky that there were some armadillos, especially like the southern portions, maybe southwestern portions.
Did you believe it?
Yeah, because I would get sent pictures from viewers, and mostly you see them as like roadkill, unfortunately. But And then someone commented, actually got a bunch of comments. I've seen them in Indiana, but they look like a possum with armor.
See, I'm a possum fan. I think they're cute. I love that they play dead. I've had dogs that have carried them without hurting them, thank goodness. In their mouths. See, no, leave the possums alone.
They're not very aggressive. Yeah.
No.
So, and then I learned that they come from like sloths and anteaters, which is kind of weird. But I'm going to get nerdy on some armadillos.
Okay, go ahead. We'll go back
researching them. So they came, I think, in the late 1800s, early 1900s, up over the Rio Grande from Central America.
Okay.
That originally from South America. So they just kept coming north, and then up through Texas. I always think of Texas when I think of armadillos, or Oklahoma. But now I guess they've been able to cross the river, and people are seeing them. And they're not only like visiting, I guess they're colonizing. So that means they're here. So there you go. Indiana armadillo.
How did they cross the river?
I have no clue.
It sounds like the beginning of a joke. How did the armadillo cross the river?
I guess they can swim. I don't know.
I mean, I want to see. I want to see them. Like I don't want to. I'm not saying I'm going to like take one, add it to my menagerie of animals. No. I want to see one in the wild.
There's some people say they carry disease of some sort, so I would maybe stay away from
but
them.
Always with all wildlife, don't we know better than that?
Yeah, leave them alone. But let me know if you've seen them in Indiana.
Oh my gosh, and take photos.
My buddy Adam commented he saw them one in Corden. And some
very cool.
So they're around, I guess.
Okay, let's go to some comments here. Good morning, Pat. Very nice to see you from at least your comments. Thanks for watching. We love watching you all. Well, we love that you're joining us. I love this. Tanya Sean, good morning, beautiful people.
Morning. Beautiful Tanya, thanks for watching.
Oh. Now, Pat says she saw one in Disney World. Marvelous.
The armadillo?
So that would be very interesting. So I'm curious. I'm very curious as to
Adam, with the expert analysis here.
Adam Kleinert, stick around, because at the end we've got a brand new, and they're always really short segments, but I love them. Adam will be showing off another Hoosier connection through his art, but he said they're pretty good swimmers. And I mean, if anybody's going to see armadillos, where Adam lives in Henryville.
A wonderful place.
Adam, keep an eye out. We'll go swimming with the armadillos.
But I also read they don't have much prey that preys on them because of their hard shell, I guess. So that allows them to breed pretty proficiently.
That's very, very interesting. Okay. So I'm going to pull up some of what happened this weekend.
Cheers from Big Happy, by the way. Do we do that?
Cheers from Big Happy. Yes, we'll pull up its Mug Monday.
It is the straight coffee this morning.
All right. Ben, you got a lot happening here.
Had a fun weekend. Had some family in town. That's my dad, Dave Peine. So Grandpa Grandpa Peine was in town, looking as good as ever. And I call him the bluegill boss because he knows how to find the bluegill. So we've never really, in our backyard, we've got a little pond. We've never like fished it just for bluegill and tried to have a fish fry out of it. So we caught 25, had 50 fillets. You can see Desi there in the bottom smelling on those fillets.
Look at Desi.
So she did get to enjoy some as well. So I had a great time just throwing the rod and reel out there.
Aww.
And with family. And then my stepmom and Diana, who they watch every morning, by the way. So hello to you guys. And thanks for visiting. But Hannah and Sarah and my stepmom went to the Vintage Festival over here in New Albany.
We had Dan Hardesty, who is managing partner of the district, which is brand new in New Albany. And so they had the Sunnyside Vintage Festival.
Hannah got a vintage IU sweatshirt, which
nice.
She's obsessed with hoodies and sweatshirts right now.
Love that.
So they had a good time out there. There was like food and drinks and all kinds of stuff. So very cool.
That is very cool. We are, as you can see on the screen, we are sitting in the EXTOL Weather Studio. At some point very soon, we will have the EXTOL Unfiltered set, won't we? We will have that. So here, I love this comment right here. Adam, thanks for doing the homework for us. Actually just looked it up, and it says armadillos can hold their breath for several minutes, and they can walk along the bottom of, I bet it's streams and ponds. Great.
Walk in the bottom of streams and ponds.
So for those of
They're
you,
superhero animals.
I just saw a Facebook friend who said she did an open swim. That's something she was terrified of. May she not be watching right now. unlock new fear.
Yeah.
What's that? What's that under my foot?
That's
Just an armadillo.
Or is it a snapping turtle?
No. Oh gosh. May she not be watching. That's for sure. I'll let you take this one from Erica.
Erica Risotto. I think that's how we said it. Good morning from Charlestown. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you, Erica.
Yeah. It's a good Monday.
It is a good Monday.
Fairly low stress, right?
Fairly low stress. We'll get into the high stress little thing that you started, a little conversation on social.
Oh, geez.
In a moment here. But we just want to remind you, our friends at Regalo, which is located in New Albany, they deliver though, and have a wide of I think it's 20-mile radius that they will deliver in person. But because they love EXTOL Unfiltered, you can get 20% off anything in their Mug Life category on regaloart.com. Use the code MUGGIN. This is exclusive only for our EXTOL Unfiltered friends. Use that code, get 20% off of any mug. Do not have a mug today. My handy dandy, both mug / weapon is
a war with that.
Ready. But I mean, we got to show Big Happy.
Yeah, Big Happy's always here with us.
We
every
love
morning.
We love Big Happy.
So my first cup of coffee, it's like 6 this morning, had a little extra flavor in it because it's pumpkin spice time apparently. There's it's on the shelf.
So are you?
And you're not happy about that?
Are you calling yourself out as basic? Because I love that basic bed.
A basic B.
You're a basic B, as in a basic bed. A basic bed. So are you a pumpkin spice?
I like it not as much as my wife. She likes it quite a bit.
So we ran out of coffee. I like a dark roast, medium dark roast, and I like to make my own coffee better than I do anywhere else. And we ran out and had flavored hazelnut coffee. My husband thought it was fantastic. Ruined my morning.
See, I'm not hazelnut.
Ruined my morning. So maybe I need to try pumpkin spice. But
Hazelnut's too strong for me. I don't know what it is.
Add in the pumpkin spice. But I mean, you want to give what are all the basics? So Ugg boots. I love it. I love that.
The basic fall.
The basic fall
uniform.
Absolutely. I'm all into that. Just
maybe
leave my coffee alone. Flannel.
Yeah.
We can both rock that.
And a big water mug, a Stanley.
A big Stanley. I had to have that discussion with my 9-year-old about a Stanley, and every other day something goes missing, and so she does not get a Stanley. She's got a generic, and
there's like a Walla or something like that. There we have maybe 20 of these things. Yes. I'm like, we need to start selling them. Or Hannah, you do not need another water bottle.
This is a Stanley brand. I got it from Starbucks a long time ago. Didn't even know Stanley wasn't the big water, and it helps people. People say it helps drink, with their water drinking. Owalas, sometimes it seems like they don't hold as much of the cool for as long. And Stanley's, so if it helps you, fantastic. And sometimes you get what you pay for.
But I was talking about this with someone back in the day, in the 80s, 70s and 80s. I don't remember having to have water around me all the time.
We didn't.
I remember playing outside all day. I don't remember getting a drink, maybe out of a hose or something like that.
We didn't. But
how did we survive without all this water?
But you know what? I feel better when my water intake is on point.
Yeah, I think it's good for you.
Maybe we just didn't care as much. Tanya says, my husband, you're
go.
Not the only basic
pumpkin
one.
Spice guy there.
Can't wait for the pumpkin spice. Ooh, the pumpkin spice creamer. I can get behind that.
That's what it is. It's the Chobani is what we get at Sam's
Chobani.
Club.
And you had a little picture.
It might be embarrassing how big of a creamer that we get and go through at our house, but
I don't think there is anything embarrassing about how you doctor your coffee.
Thank you.
I feel very seen right now, Ben. Very, very seen. All right, I'm going to show you, and you have to bear with us. We changed a couple of things around, so hopefully I'm going to do this correctly. But this was my weekend here, so I'm going to pull this in. Hang on one second. Nope.
Let me remove that.
All right, let's pull this in.
There it is. Boom.
And then I'm hang on, where are we, Ben? Nope. Don't want us there. There we go.
Oh,
there we go. All right. So I co-emceed the Kentucky Humane Society's Tuxes and Tails. And if you look really closely in that middle picture, you know who it is already, but can you tell who my co-MC was?
Let's leave this question up for a second while we talk about this. Who is that? Who's that guy right there?
Who's that rocker? And then you can tell, I mean, so that's a wig that I'm wearing on there. I was going for Shaka Khan-esque. That's actually a vintage dress. I love vintage, but a vintage, that hurts my heart to call 1980s vintage.
Shaka Khan.
But when you do thank you. Jason did not know. So he thought I was, oh my gosh.
Diana Ross?
Yes, Diana Ross. And then when I got there and I valeted, because I mean, it's a late night, I'm alone. Like, it's just an easy thing to do when you're emceeing. And so I pull in and I'm going, because I'm going to meet the awesome, her name's Rosemary. She was our wrangler, our organizer. And then Savannah, I'll talk about her in just a second. But so I forget my valet ticket, which would have been a nightmare at the end of the night. Well, the lovely lady who took my car keys said, she goes, look for Donna Summers. So I don't know who I was, but we were rocking it. So, okay.
Hey, they were all hotties back in the day.
I mean, and it was fun because one of the different things, and you can wear your hair however you want to, but one of the things I learned with curly hair is you don't just brush it straight because it goes, well, we did that. And I tried to make that as big as possible.
The bigger the better.
So had a lot of fun on there. But
where was this at again?
This was at the Marriott.
Okay.
And I said it. Sorry. All right.
Who's that other guy?
Who's that other guy that's standing there next to me? And also, he is a phenomenal auctioneer as well. And in the same line of work.
He's like one of the best MCs in the region.
He's just,
and I'll admit,
I
MC things sometimes, but not like that guy.
Kev is I mean, well, the fact that he can add his auctioneer skills, just next level. And he's a good human being, but he's also a worker. And I love that because I want as much information as possible when I do something.
And I'm kind of a perfectionist, which would make me nervous about things sometimes.
No, this is all fun. This is purely fun. So, okay, nobody has guessed in there yet, although we've gotten a couple of comments, which I don't know if we can pull them up over this, but we're about to find out.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we can. Love seeing all the pictures from the gala. How fun. I love the 80s theme. Erica, I was dancing to every single song and knew all of them, and it was amazing.
Is it gala
Brian
or gala?
Says why. I've always said gala, but it depends.
Is it like tomato?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, when you look at it, gal, but
I don't know.
Gala. I'm from Michigan. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. All right. Nobody has guessed. That is the one and only Caffeinated. Kevin Harned, who did
Meteorologist, Wave 3.
An amazing job. But so our wrangler, and then I'll take this off the screen. I don't want to make anybody too dizzy. But our wrangler was Rosemary, who is a rock star. And then Savannah is the woman. She's a young woman. I told her one time, I was like, I would be thrilled if my daughter grew up to be as dynamic as you are. I mean, she's just this beautiful, dynamic, extremely intelligent, creative young woman who oversees this massive event.
Oh, okay.
And she's awesome.
I mean, when a big event runs smoothly, there's nothing better than that. And let me go ahead and bring us back up full screen here.
Thank you.
Downtown Marriott HR director is one of my best friends, Kim White. So.
They do a phenomenal job there. So
there we go. We got a correct guess.
Did we? Yes, Erica, that was Kevin. So Kev had on, if you are from the Louisville area, and I mean, I didn't grow up here, but he had on, he went to Nitty Gritty. And so he had on these leather spotted, not leather, they were leopard spotted pants. And because whatever I wear, because I always go first, and then I'm like, Kev. And so we have to match, we kind of like last year we were Cinderella and Prince Charming, which he was like, I'm not buying from Amazon again. So he went to the real deal at Nitty Gritty, but he had on a toy tiger.
Oh yeah. The old
And
toy
so,
tiger.
yes, if you're from this area, Kentuckiana, toy tiger.
It's one of those places everybody's sad it's not around still. But by the way, Kevin, chief meteorologist at WAVE. I was chief meteorologist in Louisville for a long time, and there is none of that competition. We've been buddies for a long time. We text and talk fairly frequently. So just a little inside scoop there.
I've known Kevin for a long time. I started in TV at WAVE. I was just part-time contract, but we've known each other through different iterations of our lives, and just, great human. Kentucky Humane Society, I say this to them every year. There are over, I think, 600 something people who were there. They could teach a class to other nonprofits on how to do an annual event that continues. They reinvent it every single time, and it still continues to attract a great number. So
hard to do.
Erica asked, was that on Bardstown Road? No, that was at the Marriott. There was a lot going on though across the river. They had the Lou City game, packed the fam.
And Bats baseball was in town.
The Healing Place had a big event. So tons going on over there. And then I want to show you, before we get into Ben stirring the pot.
Oh no.
Stirring the pot. We've just had some really busy weeks here. Love what I get to do. Love what we do as a team. Have to remind myself where I've come. And I have really staved off the Sunday scaries until
we talked about that like a few weeks ago, because I had a little bit of that.
I had a bad yesterday. So one of my favorite things to do on a Sunday goes in this order. I love to go to church, and then I go to a place called Sakino Wellness Express. I'm a paying customer. This is not an ad in any way. And I am a believer. So when I was going through chemo and treatment and all of those things that save your lives, very necessary, it also wreaks havoc. I mean, my skin, all kinds of things. So here is a picture of me at Sakino, and I do red light therapy that primarily, it's changed the texture of my skin. I'm a full-on believer. I try to get in there at least once a week, if not a couple of times a week. And then this is called vibroacoustic therapy. I won't go into the research. I'm not medical in any way, but it has a lot of incredible properties. But the biggest one for me is relaxation and stress relief. And I needed that yesterday.
And where is this located?
It is downtown New Albany, Sakino Wellness Express. And then right down the street in the Kula Center, they have a float.
That's what I was going to say. That's
right
down Market Street, right down here.
Yes. Yeah. Now that one is, and then this one though is actually in the downtown, like across from Brooklyn and the Butcher, across from the Grand. So that helped to stave off. It vibrates. The music envelops you. That's one of those weighted blankets.
We're all a vibration.
We're
all made up of atoms and vibration.
And I won't get into it. Read the research on it. And also there are just some different properties. And I'm telling you, I walked out of there until about 3:00 this morning when I went.
Naysayers, what do they call it? Like woo-woo stuff or whatever. But no, if it works for you, it works for you.
I am telling you, if you looked at my skin, and I have no makeup on right now, I've got a photo shoot. I'm doing an event called From Dope to Hope. I've got to go and get, photo ready and stuff a little bit later. So I wasn't going to do that twice. But if you looked at my skin, and it's not aging, I'm proud to age, because the alternative to not aging, you're dead. You're dead. So
then you're more wrinkly.
I much prefer the aging, Ben, but I am telling you, the marked difference in my skin, I mean,
my sister-in-law, Meredith Peine, who watches on here all the time, she's all
She
about
and
the red light therapy.
I'm
So-
just,
And then my dad opened me up to hydrogenized water. Have you heard of this
oh,
one?
yes. Oh,
So he's got a
yes.
cup that does that and says it's supposed to be very good for you. I saw research from Harvard. You can Google this. Lithium has always had kind of a stigma to it because it's for mood stabilization and that kind of thing. They're saying that is tied directly to Alzheimer's and a low lithium level in your brain, in mice at least, and can
Interesting.
reverse the effects. So check out that article.
So
I love the medical segment. We could have
well, and
a health segment.
to throw this in there as well, when you call it woo-woo, I'm telling you, I am better on Sundays. I mean, again, church, Sakino, and my family knows, like, that's my time. And when I was going through active cancer treatment, my oncologist actually referred me to go get acupuncture. So to see the, I mean, medicine and science
And the supplemental things that you can do.
And I mean, that I knew that I had chosen the right one.
Just saying hello to
Vicky Berger.
Thanks for watching.
Morning,
there.
lady and gent. Love that.
I had that acupuncture because my neck is always sore. And you could feel like there would be a ball of tightness. It would just seize up. It was kind of weird.
It's interesting the first time you try it. From Angela, hello, Angela. Good morning, Ben and Angie. That was such a wonderful gala. Yes, it was. I wouldn't have guessed that one. I bet that was a fun night. It just was. It's one of those there are some that are, real serious, heartwarming, but this is one of those that it's just fun.
Good times.
Yes. I would love to try that place. I bet it's amazing. I bet, Angela, you're referring to Sakino. It is. It's amazing. And then the owner, Kim, and her husband, Graham, I mean, they're just so knowledgeable about all of those things. I'm a believer.
And my stepmom was here visiting for the first time, drove by EXTOL and down like the Mansion Row here in New Albany. And was like, New Albany is an amazing place. Like a small community. There are, so many bars and restaurants and unique places like that. And there's in Jeffersonville and Clarksville, there's more places opening up. I think it's an exciting time.
Well, and with the EXTOL, we go all over the place. I mean, we spend a lot of time Austin, and I always go Indiana, which I love. I love Austin so much, but we're all over the place. But EXTOL Studios are located in New Albany, and it is exciting. There's a place, and we'll talk about this in the coming days. There is a place that is opening up called The Fair, and it is a higher end restaurant, and cannot wait for that. And that is located where it used to be Toast downtown New Albany. Phenomenal owners.
There's a Parlor Donuts going in where
saw that. Which
used to be.
So which didn't make it is what we're saying.
Next door where Skyline used to be. I'm blanking. Something's going in there.
So Skyline didn't make it either?
No, which surprised me.
I did not know that. I don't drive that way.
If you know, let me know. I forget. My wife knows. I can text her.
Vicky, does insurance pay for the treatments at Sakino? I do not know if like your HSA or that kind, but that is something that is worth checking into. I'll check into that. Actually, I will. Carol Peine says, good morning, guys.
Good morning, Carol.
Angela, is it very pricey? I will tell you this. They do it in, you pay a certain amount for services. There are memberships. So it just really varies. And is it an expense? Absolutely. I can't remember how much red light is. It's 1 to 2 credits. I mean, it's fairly insignificant. When I'm not a moviegoer. I very rarely, I can't tell you the last time that I went out to dinner, even though I need to start doing some of those things again. And once I'm feeling that, but if I didn't buy coffee, which I don't,
it might be cheaper to go out to dinner.
I think it would be cheaper to go to Sakino than to go out to dinner.
I see what
Vice versa.
Or the grocery store.
But they just vary. The treatments vary, and I think they're extremely reasonable. And considering what they're doing for me, absolutely. And I'm not somebody who just, I've got money, throwing it all around. That is not me whatsoever. So I'm very careful and choosy on how I picked that.
My wife's joining the chat. She's dropping in with the Indy's chicken, which I'm excited about, is taking over Skyline.
What?
That's the word on the street.
Oh, Sarah Peine with the scoop.
I like that hot chicken.
Sarah Peine with the scoop. All right, we need to. I've been dying to throw this up. So Ben is not someone who is into causing controversy or like you're just not. You're just not a pot stirrer. But you did. You did stir
by
a pot.
accident, apparently.
All right, explain.
So sometimes I like to have fun with ChatGPT, and my kids make fun of me because they're like, "What are you doing?" And so I posted that little cartoon picture there on the left. As my wife came home from the grocery store and bought 2 pounds of ground beef for $18. She had me guess. And she goes, guess how much 2 pounds of ground beef is. I was thinking back in the day, $3, which on the chart not that long ago was less than $3 for a pound of ground beef. So I was like, I'm going to double that to $6, 2 pounds, $12. I thought I was right on it. She said $18. We're not getting fancy ground beef, by the way. And I'm not attacking the beef world. Doritos is the same way. My favorite is Doritos. So whatever it is at the grocery store, and it's not just the groceries. It's about everything that you can think of in life. College, we're finding out. So I'm not attacking stores, grocery stores. We all pay for it. It's one of those basic things we got to eat. So I'm just saying, I was shocked by how high prices are. Not because of the left, not because of the right. I don't care about the politics. I had to add the comment that this is not political. I'm not going to ever go political. I'm not stirring the political pot. And if I get mean messages, I'm going to take them out. I had to hide a couple, but I also had to block a couple. And if you're going to be like that on my page, you don't have to be on my page. So there you go. So
did people turn it political?
Right away. And like, why didn't you post this 2 years ago? I probably did post something about high prices 2 years ago. Like that stuff doesn't matter to me. It's just high prices right now. Nothing to do on my page about politics.
But let's be honest about this. I mean, COVID. So for instance, Kroger is where I shopped, and I was one of those. I loved going to the farmer's market, getting what I need, and what I couldn't get there, going to Kroger. I enjoyed shopping. Mm-hmm. And then COVID happened, ruined all of that. And as we're seeing now, I think there are some prices, and they'll highlight it, like that are coming down, mm-hmm. but they have dwindled the choices. They have absolutely cut back on the different choices. We are not economists. I would love to know. I mean, right. Is it the grocery store?
I took economy and statistics in college, so there's supply and demand out there.
Of course.
So I would blame that if you want to blame something more than anything. But if the people are going to pay, then that price is going to stay up there.
But at what point though? At what point though do you say, okay, if the people are going to pay, we'll continue? And I get it, capitalism. I mean, right. I own a business, but also one of the things that we're fair. We are absolutely fair with what we charge for our services. And we know that because we compare. Mm-hmm. At a certain point, when do you go, okay, even though demand is here, we're going to stick to this? Like, where is it? Is it the Masters where they've kept?
Oh, the price is low. Yeah.
I mean, that's a little bit different because they're bringing income in from a variety of places. But do you remember when we had the flooding and all I did was took a no comment video and showed the rising Ohio, posted it on one of my pages, didn't even say a word, was just kind of for reference for all of us. And oh my gosh, the infighting.
Oh my gosh. I had the same thing. I took the White River by Seymour was rising, and Meredith Peine took a video. I posted it. It went viral. It's a flooding river, and it went political too. It's crazy.
We all need to go to Sakina Wellness Express, get a little vibroacoustic therapy. Yeah. This is funny. So Angela says, I think she's saying chicken prices, and they are, but I haven't heard
or
this.
Or was that the Indy chicken comment? I don't know.
High as a cat's back. I've never heard that before, but I can see it when I pet my cat. The prices are high as a cat's back. That's a good one. I'm going to steal that.
I just feel like it's something we can all identify with.
I love it. And she also says, don't make it political, people. Exactly. I mean, it's just such a tendency for people to do that. We talked about Sydney Sweeney last week. And guess what? There's a whole campaign that they had planned months and months ago. It was Sydney Sweeney first. People from the raging this side were saying, oh, this is terrible. This is racist. And then all of a sudden it's Sydney Sweeney's friends have good genes. And guess what? They come from all walks of life. So the outrage came, and then it was like,
wow.
American Eagle went,
we already thought about this.
Mic drop. We already did this.
You can predict.
I mean, as I do, I love that.
Social behavior.
Good morning to
good morning,
Adele. Definitely good morning. I'll let you take
Dennis Gregory watching from Bedford, Indiana. Thanks for tuning in there from Lawrence County. I'll be driving through there a lot. I'll be driving through there on the 20th, dropping Hannah off to IU.
Speaking of that, for those who are just jumping on with us, Ben, let's just take a quick look at that 7-day forecast. We've got all kinds of sports and things.
Yeah, 92 football practice. Woo! It's tough this time of year. Upper 80s, low 90s for the rest of the work week. Now, a front gets closer to the area, and as that does, it gives us a little better chance of some pop-up showers and thunderstorms. So tomorrow, a little better chance. I think our best chance of rain, and we need it, by the way. Everything's drying out too much. Wednesday should be our best chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Not expecting severe weather with this. This would still be kind of your pop-up tropical-like downpours, and then maybe a few around Thursday. Isolated stuff this weekend, but still, as we've seen over the last couple of weeks, a lot of dry time, but an occasional pop-up will be possible. So the August rolls on. I'm starting to see in the long-range data, and I'll talk more about this on Ben at 10, coming up at 10 a.m., maybe next Wednesday, Thursday, Canadian front. We'll see. I'm always teasing about that in the long range outlook.
And Canadian front, for those of us who don't know, means potential for
cooler temperatures, lower humidity. So, which would be kind of on time, like late August, September. You should start to get a front to move through every once in a while.
Okay, I like that. Okay, Ben, I'm going to play this video, and then you can explain to us why we're doing this. Okay, here we go.
You have 16 shots per. Oh!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, when you hike the ball, you gotta hold the right trigger down.
Blue 42! Blue 42! Hut!
You gotta hold it, keep it held down, and then don't move! Look at him.
Oh! You have 16.
So those are like the top Oculus fails. It's like the virtual reality headset. And that last one, that kid, that's the plank. You can walk out on a plank over a skyscraper. And I was doing it. And I had to stop. I would not jump off of it. You jump off of a skyscraper. And so that's what that kid was doing. He's like,
oh my God.
But it feels so real. So my dad, grandpa, tried it for the first time. And there's like a roller coaster thing.
And well,
okay. Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Get one straight.
Yeah.
334 yards.
232, that time, 100. Oh, man, there's a shot. Pretty cool scenery, isn't it?
So my dad probably doesn't want me to reveal this, but he always does something goofy when he comes over. Right after I turned the camera off, he did that trying to hit a golf ball, and it into the window. I think the batteries came out of the controller. It's Brady's Oculus, and it was one of those fails. And I wish I had it on camera, but we all had a good laugh over Grandpa's fail. So there's a roller coaster ride you can do on that. And he had to take it off like immediately because he would get sick. But And there's that plank that's scary that you can do on that too.
But here's the thing. Why would you jump off a skyscraper?
I don't know. It is a weird thing to have.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Erica. So Erica, you and I are very similar. I would like to think that I'm a good human being who cares about other people. I think I show that in everything that I do. You show me a video where people are falling, not that they're like getting
Hurt,
seriously injured. I am.
You and Sarah are the same. Sarah loves a good fall.
I just cannot. Oh gosh, I just cannot.
Good morning, Alice. Alice Young tuning in. Tammy Morton, good morning.
Oh, Tammy and Vicky are together. Love when people weigh in. And then Angela, we're going to go back to you for a second. You're staying in the house. You had gallbladder surgery on the 7th, walking in the hallway to get exercise. That's, hey, whatever you can do. And that's probably something you've been encouraged to do for your healing. It's hot. It's hot. And happy healing. May you heal well and quickly.
And my stepmom had that a few months ago. So you'll get there. Take it easy.
Yes, definitely. Whew, Ben, hang on. Maybe just one more.
What do you got?
Just, I mean, for those of you who missed it, just hold on.
You have 16 shots per.
Oh! Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, when you hike the ball, you gotta hold the right trigger down.
Blue 42! Blue 42! Hut!
You gotta hold it, keep it held down, and then don't move! Look at him.
Oh! You have 16.
You got to remember, that you set a boundary around you. You're not supposed to go out of that. That's the problem. It mixes reality, and you start to think it's real, and then you run into a wall. So if you want to go on TikTok or YouTube and look up Oculus fails, there you go.
They're entertaining. Speaking of entertaining, a few weeks ago we had somebody who had called us TV retirees. We're just, that's a kitty who's talking to us. If you can hear her. Elvira. Girl, I wish she would come over here. She literally sounded like a human right there. But we're not retirees. We've shifted into something else. But stupid me, I forgot to even say, well, actually, we produce a whole weekly television show. So just here's a very, very quick promo every Saturday morning. We work with WDRB and love them, but it's on WBKI, the CW, and it airs at 7:30 a.m. Saturdays, and then it airs at 7:30 p.m. on our socials. Check it out. Watch This is Southern Indiana, 7:30 Saturday mornings on WBKI, the CW. All right.
Celebrating Southern Indiana. I don't think any other company has done a magazine for Southern Indiana, a live stream for Southern Indiana, a television show for Southern Indiana, marketing for Southern Indiana.
We highlight the people, the places, and it's a pleasure and a privilege. And we're 10 years old, and I feel like, we're just getting started. We're in this whole new chapter that's really, really, really exciting. So Ben at 10 is at
10 a.m. So we're talking 12 minutes. We will see you then.
We've got Adam Kleiner with another episode of Art with Adam. This is super quick. I never watched these. I put them together. I never watched these. So hang on, take a look. I have no idea who this is yet.
Today, let's talk about a guy from Indiana named Adam. He's successful, talented, and handsome. I know what you're all thinking. With those descriptions, I'm just going to spend this whole segment talking about myself. But actually, I'm talking about the one and only Adam Driver. Driver spent his formative years in Mishawaka, Indiana, where he graduated from high school. When he was 18, he attempted to start an acting career in Los Angeles, leaving in his car only to break down in Amarillo, Texas. Then he was only able to make it to Santa Monica on the money he had left. Soon realizing he did not have enough money to live, he returned home to Indiana only after being gone for a week. Shortly after the September 11 attacks, Driver enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. He served for 2 years and 8 months before fracturing his sternum and was medically discharged with the rank of Lance Corporal. Soon after, Driver returned home to Indiana and attended the University of Indianapolis for a year before again auditioning for Juilliard, this time succeeding. He has since went on to star in Broadway plays, as well as hit movies and TV series such as Girls, Marriage Story, and most notably his role as Kylo Ren in the most recent Star Wars trilogy.
I didn't know that.
So here's the funny part. So Adam Kleinert has jokes because he introduces it as Adam
himself, but
which he could. We could talk all day about Adam Kleinert, one of the best humans we know, but had no idea about Adam Driver's connection.
He did very well for himself.
Wow. Thank you, Adam Kleinert.
Yeah, very cool.
And thank you for joining EXTOL Unfiltered, caffeinated by NWSB. We hope you'll join us again next Monday at 9 a.m. Stick around for Ben at 10.
We'll see you then.